Hello and welcome, people. Welcome to my top 5. And today it's Nyotalia girls, or waifus. Now let's put it in my Nyotalia waifus. So, number 5, we have Femme Prussia, the image you see before you. I call her Yulkin. Now there's a lot of different fan interpretation names for her, but mine is Yulkin. That's one I picked. So the things I like about her, I like her design. I really like her design. I like everything about it. And I can imagine her personality being very similar to her male counterparts, because we haven't really gotten anything on her yet. There's not really a lot on all of them yet. So just little bits and pieces, and really you can just figure out the rest. But yes, I'd see her being quite boisterous maybe, and a party animal, but at the same time she's very honest, I think, and she's very attractive. And I don't care if these are all fictional characters, I like them, okay? So bugger off. if you're one of those people who think I'm weird for liking them, I like it, because there are plenty of people who like them, so you're pretty much going against half the internet there. That was a little rant, I don't know why I did that. I'm going to move on, because I really got a lot to say. I want to save the best for last, and I want to keep my throat in good condition for that. So, Alright, number 4, we have Femme Germany, or as I like to call her, Louise. Now I used to call her Monica, but I changed it to Louise because I felt that suited her more. And I know a friend who used that one as well, who used that name more for her, and I have to agree, it does suit her better. Anyway, things I make about her. Again, I really love her character design. I like the fact she's, she's quite tomboyish, I can imagine. And I find that, I don't know what, I've got a thing for girly girls and tomboys. I like all kinds of styles and all types of women. But yeah, I just really like her design, and she's hot. Also, personality-wise, I feel like her personality. She's quite a stern person, but at the same time, she's really focused and she's really determined. And she gets shit done, basically. I think she'd get shit done. She doesn't fuck about, she just gets on with it, does it. And like her male counterpart, I can imagine she likes BDSM. And from this picture, that's even more prominent. Okay, moving on. Number 3. Femme England, or as I like to call her, Agatha. And my friend came up with that name, Agatha, like an Agatha Christie. But yeah, I really like this name for her, and started using. I used to call her Rosa, and a lot of people call her Alice, and stuff like that. But I call her Agatha, and I got that from my friend. So, thank you, friend. I'm not going to give out the names. So what I like about her, again, like all of them, what I'm going to say is character design, obviously. And also just her very stoic, very aloof expression, her attitude. She's what you describe as a kudere, or however the fuck you say it. She's really cool, calm and collected, and she looks cool on the outside, and she can be really emotional on the inside. Yeah, she keeps her cool, and she seems quite aloof. And she doesn't seem to, and she kind of has that look where she doesn't really give a shit, but she probably cares more than she lets on, and worries a lot. Also, I can see her not being a very violent person. She seems to be a bit more calm, and yeah, she does things in a calm manner. And like I said about the others, she's hot. Also, I don't know what it is with girls with glasses and pigtails, but I've always got a thing for that. I don't know what it is. It's like blondes with glasses and pigtails. I can't help it. It's just, it always gets to me. So yeah, and lots to say, really. I've got a lot to say, but as I said, I'm saving the best for last. So, moving on. Okay, number 2. we have Femme Canada, or as I call her, Madeline, or Maddie for short. She's adorable and sexy all at the same time. Like, how is that possible? And she's gorgeous. And I really love her hat and her little pigtails and little ribbons and clips in her hair. And her personality, from what I know, she's quite mild. She's quite shy. And she doesn't seem like someone who's very straightforward. She's a little bit more on the whole innocent. Well, maybe not innocent, but she's a bit more reserved, maybe a bit more conservative. And she's not someone who, she probably won't speak her mind as much, but she's still she's in place of that, she's very clever, and that's what I can imagine anyway. She's probably quite observant, and she's probably a good listener, which, you know, are all good traits. Nothing wrong with being shy anyway. So I don't know what to say, but this is just from what I can gather from them and how I'm interpreting them. So yeah, it might not be entirely accurate, and if a series does come out with them on, because there was only one Nyotalia episode, but I'd like to see more of the girls. I definitely would like to see more. I'm sorry, I sound like I've got a frog in my throat. It's just like that today. I should have brought water, but I forgot. Anyway, last but not least, we've got my favourite, number 1, Femme America, or as I call her, Emily. So, get straight into it. She's hot, you know, she's gorgeous, and seriously, I love her style. I love her character design. A lot of people slut shame and call her slutty because she wears a top that shows her midriff and her cleavage, and she wears like skirts and shorts. But you know what? The girls who slut shame are probably jealous bitches. So, and also slut shaming is wrong. It doesn't matter if you wear too many clothes or too little of clothing. You're not a slut, and people need to stop calling each other sluts, especially girls, because it's just stupid. It's just fucking retarded. I'm sorry, but it is. I'm not an ableist. So, I'm ranting. Okay. And I need to stop because I want to get this done. So, personality traits I can imagine. She seems to solve things with violence, and she has a baseball bat with her a lot of the time. I can imagine. I can imagine she has it all the time. But in the anime episode, in the episode that showed them, she had a baseball bat and she was angry at Estonia because he fell asleep, and she was gonna hit him with it, I think, until Femme England came in and stopped her. But yeah, I really like her. I mean, she's my favourite because I can see her as being quite bright and bubbly and quite down to earth, and you know, just I see her as being very sort of easy to get along with, but at the same time quite loud, but not too loud. And I always depict her, I mean, in my cosplays I didn't give her a southern accent because I'm not very good at it, but I can imagine she has a southern accent. I depict her as having a sort of southern belle, I don't know, because there are a lot of different southern accents, I know, but yeah, more like a Tennessee or some Tennessee kind of accent or something. What else? I can imagine she likes video games, and you know, she probably likes baseball. She has a baseball bat. I mean, she probably doesn't use that just to hit people with. I'm sure she is very good at, and I can see her being good at all kinds of sports. You know, I like the fact about her, she has shorter hair, and she's not like a stereotypical, you know, she's not like a Mary Sue character who has sleek, long hair and everyone loves her or something. You know, I mean, how could you not like her? I mean, look at her. She's fucking adorable and sexy. But, yeah, I like the fact, I just really like her design, and I really like her personality from what I've gathered so far. And honestly, I fangirl about her all the time. Like, I have a massive crush. And I know she's an anime character. I know she's fictional, but I can't help but fantasise about her, okay? And I wrote fan fictions about her. And I kind of sexualise her a little bit in those fan fictions. But hey, you know, I am a pervert. And I'm not going to deny it, because I'm quite proud of my perviness. And it's not like and if I'm not a pervert to people in real life, I'm actually very respectful. And I don't really have any I'm actually just a loser who sits in the conservatory and plays World of Warcraft all the time and writes sexual stories about Femamerica and stuff like that. So yeah, I can't say anything on that. Yes, that wraps it up. Femamerica is my #1 waifu, and no one can take her place. Well, Tina Armstrong could, but you know, Femamerica and Tina Armstrong, I can imagine, have quite a lot of similarities. Maybe that's why I like them. I don't know what it is with blondes. It's just, I think it's blondes, man. I've got a weakness for blondes. And redheads. Actually, I've got a weakness for all ladies. Yeah, I'm embarrassing myself now. This was really bad. And this isn't scripted either. It's whatever came to mind. Oh, and I have to do the obvious mentioning. Boobies! She's probably got a nice ass too. But yes, that's it for this countdown, this top 5. Hope you enjoyed. Tell me what your top 5 would be. You know, if you know what Nyotalia is, if you know what Nyotalia is, tell me what your top 5 is. If you don't know what it is, you know, you can always look it up and and what ones you think you like the look of or something. But I won't have any of that whole, oh, this should have been #1 or that should have been #1. This is my list, bitch. This is my list. Do your own list if you don't like it. You're allowed to have your opinions. You're allowed to write down your opinions. But if you tell me what should and shouldn't be, I'm gonna delete your comment, or I'm just gonna reply back with something sarcastic and pretty much make it sound like I'm being an arsehole to you, because I won't have that. This is my video, okay? And bitch, I mean, when I say bitch, I mean male or female or even non-binary. It doesn't matter with me. Whether you're binary or non-binary, I'm going to call you a bitch if I think you're a bitch. So, I'm rambling again. This is going to go past it all. Alright, bye!